Welcome to Game Time, brought to you by Toyota. I'm Stephanie Reddy. We've got Kenny the Jet Smith, Quentin Richardson, and Channing Frye in the building. Glad you guys are with us. The NBA is back in action after the All-Star break, and already day one after the break, we've got news, breaking news. Kyrie Irving has been ruled out for the remainder of the season. Remember that right shoulder impingement?
Impingement?
Well, unfortunately for him and the Nets, he is going to have surgery and will miss the remainder of the season.
Wow. Even if they make the playoffs, that's amazing.
Bus drivers on the show.
Yeah.
Well, they've made that decision. We've talked about it a bit off camera. This Brooklyn Nets team did very well last season without Kyrie Irving, without Kevin Durant. Now this is an opportunity for players to get more minutes, establish themselves. Is there a silver lining to this?
It's the same thing. I mean, this is last year's team. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they said for the season, because if they make the playoffs, what's 20? That's a without going in and actually seeing a surgery, because you could go in and be like, oh, it's
Nothing.
a twink.
Just rehab, yeah.
Just rehab. I don't know. In terms of Brooklyn, this is the team that they had pretty much when Spencer Dinwiddie was the guy,
right,
who had taken and remained most of the shots. You know, obviously had D'Angelo Russell last year, which was big. But yeah, I'm just surprised that it says the remainder of the season. I would have heard the remainder of the regular season. I could have
that
been
distinction.
That distinction, but to hear it, remainder of the season is shocking.
Gentlemen?
Me, I'm just like, it was a wash season from the beginning with KD. You know, the minute KD and Kyrie step on the floor, I told Q, that clock ticks. You're trying to win a chip. So this year with KD out, I don't know what you're like. You were just like, here's experience playing with Kyrie, but Kyrie's only played in 30 or 20 out of 50 games.
33.
So you're not even getting
playing 33 games.
Yeah, 33 of
so
the
you're
53.
not even getting real experience. So let Karis LeVert go. Let all those guys play. Give them more experience. Let them go to the playoffs. Make the first round. You know.
What if they do like Boston and make the conference final?
You know what? I will sit here and stand, but listen, I'm looking on this list. I don't think they're going to be any of those
Let's talk about the list. Let's talk about the list of the East, right? True contenders. Because Milwaukee Bucks, they're head and shoulders above the rest of the Eastern Conference. But the Brooklyn Nets are sitting at
Contenders
7.
to what? Win it all or to win the East? I mean, to get to the finals of the East.
To get to the finals of the East. Let's say that.
Okay. That's a whole different story. There's only one contender, and it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Toronto Raptors, to me, is the second best team in the East. What do you think, Q?
It might be being a bit of a homer, but I like the Heat second. I like the Heat. I like their versatility and what they're capable of doing. I feel like Jimmy Butler is more of a star, battle-tested star than Pascal.
Yeah, I would agree that Jimmy Butler is. No, I wouldn't believe he's more battle-tested. I don't know.
I don't believe that either.
Don't forget they have
As the guy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. As the focal guy, the leader guy is the guy. Yeah, that's what I mean. As far as like the leader.
I got the Raptors. I think they defensively are amazing. They are battle-tested, that whole team. Guys who have been developing all year and they've still been winning. And I think they score a little bit easier than the Miami Heat do. The Miami Heat have lulls where they don't score very well, but they just grind you down and grind you down. So if we had to have a grind down game, I'm taking the Toronto Raptors.
That's a good thing I have my vitamin C.
I know what's coming.
But aren't you from Orlando?
I'm from Chicago, bro.
Oh, goodness. Okay, before we get down that road, any takers on the Boston Celtics or the Philadelphia 76ers?
For Boston Celtics have same opportunity, I think, as the other three. It is Boston, Philly is even in that same boat. Those teams are in that same boat, but the Milwaukee Bucks are just so good. It's hard to imagine that they will disintegrate when the playoffs show up.
No.
I don't see that happening.
They just have too many other vets. Like I think last year they got bogged down because they gave it to Giannis so much at the top of the key and everyone just stood. Eric Bledsoe's been solid this year. Chris Middleton has been amazing this year. Adding Korver,
and like you
said, wait, what is this?
Yeah,
oh,
this
games
may
remaining.
influence the decision, guys.
No, this says games remaining. I was like, the Knicks in fifth?
The easiest remaining schedule. So does this influence for you guys at all?
The other thing that changes what you said from last year is, like you said, Giannis is trusting his teammates a lot more. He's not just barreling in there by itself.
And they batted the wrinkles. They throw him in the pick and roll more, where he's the picker. And I think they've done that a lot more,
You don't want that.
which has made them, I think, a lot more dangerous.
All right, let's take a look at the Western Conference. We talk about true contenders. Again, same criteria. We're not talking about getting all the way to the finals. Contenders in the Western Conference. Obviously, you have the two teams in LA.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Other than those two.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say Utah. I think Utah, adding Jordan Clarkson, adding Bogdanovich. I think for me, were those two guys where they're not only good, Bogdan's good defensively, Jordan could get a bucket. Sometimes they get bogged down within their system where they rely so much on Donovan Mitchell. He's been way more efficient this year, but now they have other guys that can give them 15 to 20 points. Jordan's been in the playoff a couple times. I played against Boban in a playoff series, and he is a savage. He was playing as hard as I've seen anybody play LeBron. So that's about the only team I think that could really give either Lakers or Clippers some troubles.
Here's a look at the power rankings for Week 18.
For me, obviously the Lakers and the Clippers, they sit at the top, but the dark horse team for me is not the Nuggets or the Jazz for me. I think the Rockets are the third best team. I don't think they are capable of beating the Lakers or the Clippers, but I do believe they're third best behind those two teams. I think they could beat Utah, and I think they could beat Denver.
So you think they're going to get a big run here to end the season?
I feel
They're
like
at 5 now.
Yeah, I feel like the difference between the Clippers and the Lakers, they have the personnel to defend the small ball. I feel like the Utah and Denver, they have all-star pieces that are going to be singled out in that small ball that they can't really succeed with defensively against that small ball unit.
This may help your argument, Q. Rockets sitting at 3 when you're looking at easiest remaining schedule in the West.
Well, yeah, I also did think that, early in the year I was super high on the Rockets saying they could win it all with the style, because they're still going to have two guys, with Russ and Harden. They go, well, we're the best at that position. Like, how many guys, how many teams could say they have two guys that every night they walk in and go, we feel we're going to win this matchup every single time. Right. The Lakers are one of those teams that could say it. And so, and at times, the Clippers. But the Rockets every night feel that way. There's no one better than Russ and Wes at those two positions. No. So it's going to be an interesting thing. So I do agree with you, Q. I do think that they will have to find a not Channing Frye, but a big, like Channing Frye, to kind of.
You got some more games in you, bro?
No, bro.
I just think that Tyson Chandler has to get maybe like 8 minutes, 10 minutes in a game.
Mix him up.
Like, he's just got to play 8. He doesn't have to play a lot. Just someone to give you that size, because there will be teams, Stephanie, that can shoot 7 out of 10 from 2. And you can't shoot 5 out of 10 from 3.
Right.
So there will be teams like that. And I think at times that you need to have those teams shooting 5 out of 10 while you shoot 5 out of 10, 4 out of 10.
So nobody chose the Denver Nuggets. No one thinks that Jokic, Jamal Murray, Michael Malone.
I think they're good, but I don't think they're a threat to be in the Western Conference right now.
All right, had to throw it out there. Okay, tonight on TNT, as I mentioned, the NBA is back.
TV. NBA Game Time is presented by Toyota. Don't just go Highlander in the all-new Toyota Highlander, featuring a redesigned premium interior and available JBL audio system. Toyota, let's go places.
It's time now for Driven to Succeed, presented by Toyota. Another MVP season. That is a rhetorical question at best. Giannis Antetokounmpo, his numbers are through the roof. That column on the right, that's NBA rank, not team rank. He is first or second in almost every statistical category. He has a career-high average in both points and rebounds. I say it's safe to say he'll repeat.
Yeah, I don't know if I had 147 dunks in my whole 14-year career. More or less in a season. Dang.
That's what happens when you're Giannis.
Oh, God. You're pushing that tough, aren't you?
I'm with you, Q.
You're pushing that.
We're going to make it work.
Make it work, Q. I'm here for you.
We are. That's what we're here for, his teammates. He's going to make you guys make it work, too. Giannis.
Giannis is my former teammate.
It's okay.
Now he's my rook.
I demanded a trade, Q.
Now he's my rook again.
I know. I love that. I'm enjoying that anyway, watching it from the outside. So, Giannis, we all agree that he will repeat again as MVP. They are on the road tonight playing the Detroit Pistons. They got off to a great start early. We saw that. In fact, Giannis helped lead the way in that category. Are you guys satisfied?
Highlander in the all-new Toyota Highlander, featuring a redesigned premium interior and available JBL audio system. Toyota, let's go places.
Of course, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Raw. I'm chilling on the set with the one and only Shaquille O'Neal. Hey, big dog. Number one, congratulations. You were already in the Hall of Fame once, but now you win twice with Inside. So congratulations on that.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Of course, got to show you love.
This one's a shout out. This Diesel Dunks goes out to my man Shannon Fry for wearing the doo-doo brown suit. We all know what that means in the studio. Don't worry about what it means out there.
Hey, let's
doo-doo
go.
brown.
Doo-doo brown. Doo-doo brown. Let's go ahead and roll them Diesel Dunks All-Star
One of my favorite
edition.
people in the world. What's up, Shannon?
Shouts out to Shannon over there. What's that suit he had on?
A doo-doo brown #2 suit.
Diesel's top 10, the Dunks from All-Star.
Number 10, Jokic with the lob up to Ben Simmons. Simmons with the doo-doo brown flush. Nice pass from the Joker.
You said it was
Oh, number 2. It was a number 2. Taking the kids to the pool, baby. Number 9. Trae Young finds Giannis down low. Giannis using his muscle and throws down the thunderous slam. He released it. Let it go, Giannis. Don't go in there about 30, 45 minutes. Number 8. Kimba behind the back pass to Embiid. Embiid's a big man's version of the windmill. Oh, I like that windmill right there. Oh,
You have to trust that process
you gotta trust that.
when you release it.
Oh, he just flushed that.
He did.
Number 7, Trae Young shoots the 3, misses it, but Rudy Gobert with the one-handed slam off the miss. I repeat, do not go in there 30, 35 minutes
Why 30 or 35? Why that?
because it stinks. It's nasty in there.
That dunk was nasty.
Nasty. Boy. Number 6, Pat Connaughton jumps over Bucks teammate Giannis, bangs ball off the backboard, then he slams it. Look at that. First one. Now watch this one. Oh, he tapped
Off
it
the backboard.
glass.
Yes, sir. You didn't see that?
I saw it.
Okay.
Number 5, CP3 misses from the corner, but Devin Booker there with the one-handed putback slam.
Wet like I'm booked.
Oh.
Wet, take a look.
Might have to get some wet wipes after that one. Boy, he threw that one down right quick. Number 4, Miles Bridges out in open court, throws out a massive windmill slam. Watch this. Oh,
Need the windmill to blow it around though after you finish. Clear that air.
hope he washed his hands after that dunk. Nasty.
Nasty.
Number 3, Aaron Gordon catches the pass off the side of the hoop. Look at this. Watch this.
Ooh.
Boy.
Did he get robbed? Did he get robbed though?
Didn't get robbed.
Didn't get robbed?
Bet you he didn't eat at Chipotle though. Number 2, Derrick Jones Jr. dunks over 2 people, goes between legs and throws down the left-handed power slam.
That was number 2, wasn't it?
It sure was a number 2. It was a nasty number 2.
Between the legs too.
Yep. He left marks after that dunk. Number 1, CP3 elevator up. Chris Paul catches the lob from Westbrook.
Hold on, what number was Chris Paul wearing?
Number 2, baby.
Number 2, go get it.
Get that one.
Flush that one all the way down. And there it is. Diesel's Dunks, All-Star style.
Shannon. I'm gonna wait.
Not number 1, but number 2, of course, the one and only Shaquille O'Neal.
This is an inside joke to all my studio friends. Shannon, I didn't wash my hands.
Of course, it's game time. hey, we always have
Wash
fun.
your hands, people. Wash your hands, people.
We always have fun in the studio. Big and Jackson here for Game Time. Just having fun. That's what we do. All brought to you by Toyota. Right here on Game Time. Get your hands off.
Welcome back to Game Time, brought to you by Toyota. Kyrie Irving will have shoulder surgery and will miss the remainder of the season, according to Brooklyn Nets general manager Sean Marks. He had the right shoulder impingement, missed 33 of 53 games for the Nets. They will be playing the Philadelphia 76ers tonight. Joel Embiid warming up. That's the first game on the TNT doubleheader. This matchup intriguing to you guys?
Yes, I love this matchup. I want to see what the Nets are going to look like moving forward with no more Kyrie Irving, with those guys knowing it. And this is a chance to get to see Philly without Ben Simmons and how Joel will look coming out of the All-Star break.
To me, not really. The Nets are going to be the Nets, but to me, I want to see what Philly is with Embiid and Simmons. We know how good they can be when they're both, where one of them is off the court. I want to see when they're both on the court with Horford coming off the bench. So that's what I want to see. This game is feed Embiid and let him go to work. I want to see what they do on the road with their full team.
Okay, so what do you want to see, Channing? What is your intriguing matchup?
Small ball. I want to see if it still works.
Okay.
Obviously, the Warriors are a little beat up this year, you know, but I want to see if this is going to work. Yeah, Rockets Warriors. I want to see if it works. It's intriguing. I've never seen anything like it. I'm going to watch it and critique it like everyone else is.
All right. Well, that's the second game on the TNT doubleheader, so we appreciate you joining us. You can go on TNT right now. For Channing Frye, Quentin Richardson, I'm Stephanie Reddy. See ya.